Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you the TV shows that I'm excited for 2026. Here is the big thing you need to know about me if you're not aware of this already. I love all things TV shows, okay? Yes, I do enjoy movies, but movies, I don't know, movies sometimes are just kind of really short, they're over and done with, and sometimes I just feel like you don't get to spend enough time with characters or in a particular world and whatnot. That's why sometimes I really like movie trilogies, especially something like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, for instance. That's like the most perfect movie trilogy ever, in my opinion. So yeah, sometimes that's why if something is maybe 2 movies or 3 movies, sometimes I really prefer those over standalone movies. Now, yeah, there are the standalone movies that totally work within the time frame that you're given, but oftentimes I feel like when I'm watching a movie, I leave a movie with maybe a lot of questions and wanting to stay with those characters or stay within that world for longer. So that is why I in particular I'm just really drawn and captivated by TV shows. I love just spending an extended amount of time within a particular world or with characters that I really love or hate. It's just nice to have that lengthy amount of time, even if it's just a miniseries. Even if it's just a miniseries, it's better than just having something for 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, multi-seasons, the better. So anyway, I feel like I'm kind of rambling a little too much here, but let's get going. I managed to hunt down 5 TV shows that are coming out in 2026 that I am super excited for. And these are going to be brand new shows that are coming out in 2026, not returning shows. Now, yeah, there are plenty of returning shows that I'm excited for 2026. Yeah, I believe we're getting another season of House of the Dragon. Hopefully. We should be getting another season of Rings of Power. We're getting another season of Bridgerton, you guys. Yes. And yeah, I believe also Interview the Vampire is coming out as well. So yeah, there's a lot of really great returning shows to look forward to in 2026. So yeah, these are going to be 5 brand new shows that are coming out. So let's get going. And these are in no particular order. I'm not ranking them. It's just kind of how they fell on my piece of paper here. So yeah, I'm just going to look down here at my notes just to keep my own sanity here. So yeah, one of the first shows that I'm really looking forward to in 2026, over on PBS in March, we have The Forsytes, and this is apparently like a remake, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe like maybe a couple decades ago there was a series called The Forsytes. So I think this is like a remake of that, I think. I never watched that old one, if this is indeed a remake. But yeah, like I said, coming out in March on PBS, The Forsytes. And this is going to be starring Jack Davenport, which I'm super excited about. I love Jack Davenport, you guys. Oh my god. Don't get me started. Stephen Moyer is also going to be in this show. My girl, Eleanor Tomlinson. I love her. And Millie Gibson from Doctor Who. She left Doctor Who and she's already moving on from being a companion on Doctor Who. So yeah, my understanding of what The Forsytes is, it's a period drama. I do love me all things British period dramas, and I think it's definitely supposed to be one of those period dramas that explores like class divides and class issues and social drama, social commentary, I think, plus romances, all that good stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to this show for sure. I don't know too terribly much about it, and that's totally okay. The next show that I am looking forward to, this just actually came on my radar while I was looking up, upcoming TV shows for 2026. I didn't know this was being turned into a TV series, but I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of this because I still have no idea how to pronounce this author's name. But this is how it's being worded. It's being worded as Joe Nesbo's Detective Hole series, and yeah, you've probably seen these books floating around if you've been to a bookstore. Joe Nesbo, he's a pretty popular. I believe he is Norwegian. Someone correct me if I'm mistaken. I believe Joe Nesbo, again, I think I'm butchering the pronunciation of his name. I believe he's either Norwegian or Swedish. I'm not quite sure which one. And yet he writes a really popular, like, mystery detective crime thriller series about a detective named Harry Hole, I believe is the name of the detective. And I believe some of his books have been turned into movies, but I don't think any of them have been quite successful. So, yeah, apparently there's going to be a TV series coming out, supposedly, in 2026, and it's going to be starring Tobias Santelmann, who I love, you guys. This is a Norwegian actor. I've seen him on things like The Last Kingdom, and he was on a really terrific PBS miniseries a couple years back called Atlantic Crossing. I believe he is playing Detective Hull, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm really excited to see him. And yeah, also Joel Kinnaman is in this show, and I kind of forget Joel Kinnaman is actually Swedish. I think that's what his IMDb page said, that he's Swedish. And yeah, this is apparently coming to Netflix again sometime in 2026 apparently, and I think it's supposed to be in Norwegian. So, yeah, you're going to need your subtitles for this one, it sounds like. So, I'm pretty excited about that. I do love foreign shows as well. I think this is going to be something right up my alley. I've never read these books, but I always see them floating around at the bookstore, you know. I think this is going to be a show that's right up my alley. I do love, like, what would you call it, like Scandinavian? Is that the proper term? Scandinavian crime thriller shows and movies. I love those sort of things, so I'm totally here for this show. Let's see. Moving on, we have yet again another Doctor Who spin-off. How many Doctor Who spin-offs we've had, I've lost count officially, and many of them have not done very well, except like Torchwood and the Sarah Jane Adventures, or whatever that show was called. So yeah, this new Doctor Who spinoff that is coming, it is called The War Between the Land and the Sea, and this is supposed to be on Disney Plus sometime in 2026. It's just kind of surprising Disney Plus is going to be airing this, because there's been a lot of drama, a lot of hoopla between Disney Plus and I guess like the BBC with Doctor Who, because Doctor Who I don't think is even going to be, when it returns for its next season, I don't even think it's going to be on Disney Plus. So God knows where it's going to be streaming next, which is kind of frustrating. But yeah, this new Doctor Who spinoff, Disney Plus it says, and yeah, it's going to be starring Russell Tovey. I really adore Russell Tovey as an actor, and yeah, returning characters from within the universe of Doctor Who. We do have Gemma Redgrave and Alexander Devrant arriving into this show as well, returning characters. And yeah, I don't really know a lot about this Doctor Who spinoff, to be honest. It looks really thrilling. It looks really exciting. It looks really, really dark. You know, it's kind of reminded me of Torchwood to some degree, because I loved the dark vibe of Torchwood. And yeah, apparently, I believe this show has already aired in the UK. So we're not getting it here in the US until like way after the fact. So yeah, looking forward to that show. And then another show that has already aired over in Europe, and seriously, I think this show aired actually a couple years ago. This is The Count of Monte Cristo, another adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, you guys. This is supposed to be coming to PBS in March, starring Sam Claflin in the lead role of the Count of Monte Cristo. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this show aired a couple years ago, like 2024, like the tail end of 2024, and it's just now coming to the US, which is wild. I can't believe that. Because I have been just anxiously looking forward to this particular adaptation of the Count of Monte Cristo. There are some, I believe there's some French films, like a French trilogy of films for the Count of Monte Cristo that came out maybe a year or two ago. I have yet to see those. I really am dying to see those. So maybe I'll kind of try to watch this TV series and watch those films maybe simultaneously. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. But yeah, like I said, this adaptation of the Count of Monte Cristo has come out a couple years ago. If you've already seen the show, is it good? I know a lot of people are really particular when it comes to adaptations of the Count of Monte Cristo. You know what? Seriously, that movie that came out like at the tail end of the 90s, I think is what it was, and it had I know Guy Pearce was in it, and oh, why can't I think of his name? I totally am blanking on the main guy's name. I have like another actor's name in my head, and that's not who it is. But yeah, the one that had like Guy Pearce as the villain in that. I am a sucker for that movie. Okay, that's like a guilty pleasure movie of mine that I love. So I hope this TV series is just as good as that movie. My love of that movie. Yeah. Anybody else looking forward to the newest adaptation of Count of Monte Cristo? I am really super excited about this. Again, March on PBS. And then the last TV show that I'm looking forward to in 2026, if you've not guessed it already, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. And this is coming to HBO in January, and this is another spin-off within the world of Game of Thrones. Hell yes. I do love me all things Game of Thrones. Yeah, guys. Give me all the spin-offs. I'm here for it. Even if they end up, even if all the ones coming out here in the future, even if they all suck, I don't care. I want them. I love being in the world of Westeros and being with kind of the unique world building that George R.R. Martin has set up. And yeah, this, like I said, January, HBO. This is going to be starring Peter Claffey, Dexter Soul Ansel, my man Bertie Carvel. You guys, don't get me started about how much I love Bertie Carvel. Daniel Ings and Finn Bennett. Just a really wonderful, terrific cast that I'm super looking forward to. Yeah, anybody else excited for A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Because I'm just anxious at this point, you guys. I need more Game of Thrones in my life because yeah, House of the Dragon like comes out every other freaking year, and it's frustrating. So you guys, that is it for the shows that I am looking forward to in 2026. Yes, there are quite a number of shows coming out, but these are the 5 in particular that are just really kind of standing out to me, that really just kind of go with what I in particular enjoy when it comes to TV shows. So you guys, in the comments below, what are some 2026 TV series that you are looking forward to? Maybe it's something that I'm interested in. Like I said, I love all things TV shows, so just keep them rolling so I can watch them. And yeah, the ones that I have listed, are you guys looking forward to these? Or maybe you're not. That's okay. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.